50,000 and the goal is yours. Alright, well, today we're playing Minecraft again. A little bit earlier than normal, but I have a pretty busy day today. I had a pretty busy day. I didn't even have time to shower, so we're gonna go grocery shopping and do a lot today. And I'll shower once I get back because I feel a little bit icky. But anyways, today we're gonna talk about I don't even have a topic for today. Oh yeah, I remember now. Today's topic, deforestation. But that's not the actual topic. The actual topic today is promise. And I want to promise something to myself first and foremost. But also promise, I guess, you guys regarding something that I want to do in life. Also, sorry if I look a bit disheveled. Like I said, I woke up and I was like, all right, well, I have to record the video because I won't have the time to do that like after this. And I already spent some time trying to get some breakfast together, and that took a while. So excuse me. I'm gonna have to do that. But yes, I want to promise to do better. You know, because I know that I say I'm locking in, and so far I've been doing good, you know, in that sense. Like, I haven't been eating unhealthy. Like right now for breakfast, I mean, I know a Monster Energy drink is not zero sugar, it's not like healthy, but I mean it is zero sugar. And also, I mean, that's the one I've been drinking anyway, so it's not like anything has changed. That's the one that I drink. You know what I mean? The zero sugar one, even before the diet or whatever, or the locking in. But, you know, I had that with a toast, you know, and compared to how I would eat, you know, breakfast, sometimes I'd have like really unhealthy shit. So I'm glad that has changed. I don't have to worry. I mean, I don't have to do that. So I am locking in, because in the sense of waking up early in the morning at 7 in the morning, at that I have done that, and I am doing that. The second thing is eating healthier. I am doing that. You know what I mean? And like I said, eventually I'm gonna start adding more things like working out. You know, things that I have done before. I'm gonna add that into the list of things that I will do to improve. Also, just a question to one of my friends that watches this: how do you make the compass that tracks this place, that tracks my house? Or if any of you guys know, I would want to know, because I want to actually explore. I want to leave, you know, the building at some point, like leave this area, but I'm too scared to leave because I'm gonna get lost. I mean, I guess I could do coordinates and stuff. How do you do coordinates? Oh shit, no, you guys can't see that. There we go. Those are the coordinates right there. So if I ever get lost, I'll figure it out, even though I don't know how to use coordinates. Genuinely, I suck at that. My pick is gonna break. Sorry, yeah, my axe. Not pick. But yeah, so stuff that I've done before, I am gonna be doing that. But I still struggle with, not struggle, but I still don't do things that I should be doing, like working on the main channel video. Like, I don't work on it as much as I should. For those that are new, because I understand that some of these videos that I make, I talk about them and reference things that, you know, I have referenced in previous videos. It's gonna happen a lot, so just be ready for that. But I also have to understand that, you know, a lot of people are new. You know, for a lot of people, this is like their first impression, and they're gonna be confused as to, okay, what's the point of this channel? Think of it as a diary. I already explained it in the first video. I mean, you know, you're not forced to watch it, but yeah, it will make sense. Anyways, I really have not been putting much attention to the main channel video, which is not good. Wait, you know what? I'll just use this one, which is not good. I understand. Um, Yesterday I probably spent most of my day. I mean, I was helping out in the house. Um, I do like to do that, but even when I had free time, I wasn't doing anything. I think I only worked for like on the video for like what an hour in the entire day, which is not good. You know what I mean? I probably would have had the video out if I actually worked on the video at least 3 hours every single day since I started working on it. You know what I mean? So the reason why I'm making this video is a promise to myself and to you that I am going to change that. I'm going to change, you know, that. And that going forward, I will be strict on myself. Just like I said, I was going to be strict on waking up early in the morning, which I'm doing. Just like I said, I was going to be strict on eating healthier, which I also am doing. And how next week I plan to start working out again, which I will do. And yeah, stuff like that. Anything that I said I want to do and that I will do. For a second, I thought I was streaming. That would have been embarrassing because I have the audio muted on OBS. But yeah, I'm gonna improve. I'm gonna do better, and promise that at the very least, I'm gonna try to work on the video. 3 hours a day, at the very least. If I don't have today, I will have a busy day. Maybe I'm gonna have an excuse there, right? But if I'm just sitting on my ass playing Clash Royale, getting tilted because I lost to a 2.6 Hog Rider cycle or an Expo cycle or just one of the geeky cycles that and people pretend like they're good because they use them, like, oh look, you have to answer this, oh look, you have to answer this, oh it's and it's just not even fun to play against. I suck, okay? I know I'm trash. I'm trash, okay? But oh, I did have iron. Let me make a pickaxe real quick. Sorry, I can't multitask. I'm too stupid for that. What do you think I'm a YouTuber? If I had like Barrel Man, if I had like a bit more IQ, I would not be here. You would not be trapped in this barrel, which is not really a barrel, but it's just fun to call you Barrel Man. Anyways, I will try my best to improve in the areas that I have not been improving on. Does that make sense? Because yesterday I felt so guilty that I was just laying on my ass doing almost nothing. I did I did do this video. I did help around the house, so it's not like I was just doing nothing. I was doing chores, I was helping out. I like doing that. But when it comes to my own personal work, I was doing nothing, and that's not good. And for that, I want to, again, like, I treat these videos like a diary. So I apologize. I'm mostly apologizing to myself, but also to you, because if I'm making these videos and I'm saying, hey, this is what happens, this is how it should be and stuff like that, I can't be saying that and then not locking in myself. Like, I have to be able to do that. You know what I mean? Talking about these videos, my video, I think Meta, I think it got 100 views, which is my second video of the Minecraft thing to to get that milestone, or to get over 100, which is pretty cool. Kind of what the hell? Oh, that's how you make it. Kind of ironic in a way, considering that the thumbnail was trying to replicate the YouTube meta of like having the character or whatever, or the face of the YouTuber, and then having whatever is happening on the side. Like, it was kind of, I won't say mimicking, it was mimicking it, right? And it's kind of funny that that's a video that got attention. You know what I mean? It's ironic. But yeah, I think somebody commented on that video. I wasn't gonna mention it because I don't know if it was like a hate comment. I don't think it was. I took it more as a joke. But they said, hold on, let me let me grab it here so I can say it to you verbatim real quick. Let me get YouTube Studio real quick. They said, "You look like you eat a bees," and I was confused for a second. I didn't know what that comment meant. At first, because I had mentioned, I had name dropped Mr. Beast in that video, uh, the meta video, and I was like, is he implying that I ate Mr. Beast? That I ate the Beast, the Jimmy Donaldson? But then I realized, oh, I'm fat. He's trying to say that I look like I ate a bee because like my face is chubby, which just reminded me of that one photo of the dog that ate a bee. His face was just like, so I don't know what to say to that. I guess I look like I ate a beast. Um, so that was a funny comment. But I also got good. I also got like two good comments. One comment I kind of felt like it made me feel bad about myself in a weird way. It said like, "Give me a second. Let's read comments." What? Hold on. What the hell? Oh, it said, "Damn, I feel bad. You're a small creator and you put so much effort in these vids and you don't get a lot of views. I hope you get popular." Which, first of all, thank you. I do appreciate that comment. But I do want to say this though. I don't want to act fake and say that I'm putting a lot of effort into these videos. I am putting the effort to wake up and do it every single day, but this is not hard. This will never be harder than a 9 to 5. I just get up. Look what I'm wearing. Okay, I don't have to look professional. Like I just, for all you know, I could be in underwear. I'm not gonna stand up. But I'm not putting effort into these videos. Like the effort is going into the main channel videos. Like, and keep in mind, I'm not a great editor. I'm new to this stuff. Like I'm new. So my editing is not gonna be great. It might not. It will literally not look like I spent a lot of time into it, which I hate that. I'm trying. I'm learning. I'm watching videos to learn better editing techniques. What I'm doing is whenever I watch like videos, I see how they edit, and I keep that in mind and try to replicate it. But again, like I don't have years of editing experience. Like a lot of these big creators, they have editors that do that, or maybe they do it themselves and they have that years of experience. You know. For years I did music. I wasn't doing video editing. The most editing I did was to edit like my like some of my visualizers and stuff. And admittedly, a lot of the times I would just use tutorials, so it wasn't really my original idea. You know, for some of this stuff there. Oh, that's weird. And yeah, so I just started editing or learning how to edit this year, and I'm only learning as I'm doing the video. So yeah, it's not gonna look the greatest for sure. I'm you know, I know that, but I'm putting a lot of effort into those videos. These videos, I just cut the intro where I'm trying to match where I'm trying to sync the audio, and the outro where I remove like the dead air, you know, before I stopped like both the video and the audio recording, which I already mentioned that I do them separately. So yeah, and then I just add like the outro part, which yesterday's video for some reason didn't have it. I don't know what happened there. I'm gonna have to look into that, because like it's not like I only rendered like I rendered the section separately or anything like that. You know, I always render the entire project as a whole. So I don't know why it did that. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. And that's another thing, right? Like I'm not gonna spend time trying to re-render that, you know, because it takes a while. I don't know if it's my PC or maybe I'm just doing crazy settings that I don't know about, because it takes like sometimes it takes like almost 2 hours to render. Like if you look at the times that I stopped playing this game, I immediately go into editing the video, which doesn't take long. It doesn't take more than 5 minutes. It shouldn't, unless I'm adding something new. Like yesterday, which I added photos. I had to go look for those photos, which it's not hard. But if I'm just gonna put this like how it is, it shouldn't take more than 5 minutes to edit. The rendering is what takes a while. So sometimes like I upload the video at 1, which is not bad because either way I have things to do during that period of time. So it's not like, you know, I can't do anything. But I don't know why it takes that long to render. Maybe I'm just doing it wrong. I have no idea, because I feel like it shouldn't take this long, considering that the videos are not even the highest of quality either. But yeah, Barrowman, I don't know. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to improve. I do appreciate the nice comments that I do get. Um, it makes me feel better about these videos because my introduction to doing these videos was two negative comments, which I understood that I was gonna get that, especially as I don't have a following, you know. Sometimes the algorithm is gonna reach a target audience that won't understand the point or doesn't really care to understand the point of this video. They expect edits, they expect the crazy voice like today we're playing Minecraft, like that kind of stuff. Nothing wrong with that if you like that. I'm just saying that that's not what I am. I know the thumbnails could be kind of misleading, but I want to make fun thumbnails. I don't want to just upload the video and then just have a lame thumbnail. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I like the thumbnails I make. I get pretty creative with them. Talking about thumbnails, I don't know what today's thumbnail is gonna be. Usually I can think of them before I make the video, but I don't know what in this game matches with promise. So I'll figure something out. I hope. If not, then I'll just put a photo of an iron golem. I guess. I don't know. I can't think of anything. But it's okay. I have a lot of time to think about it. But yeah, one of the things that I want to do with me kind of locking in and improving is being able to follow a strict schedule that I put on myself. I still have to figure it out what time I will do certain things because, things can look different in a given day. Things can look different. So I need to make sure that I have a good schedule that can work around, or I can also change and, do certain things at a later time, but still do them, and the day will still work as planned. Is it dark? No, it's not dark yet. Mainly like again, waking up in the morning at 7 in the morning, eventually working out, then eating, then recording this video, rendering this video. While I render this video, I'll probably work on something like music related that doesn't require me to use my PC, since I can't use it while it's rendering, and it takes like sometimes 2 hours, which again, if anybody has any tips on that, for Premiere Pro, I would appreciate that, because it takes so long for me. I don't like that. Wait, did I completely? Yeah, I did. So I'll probably do like that. That's the plan, but mainly, if I'm supposed to do something at a certain time, like say at 8 p.m., I work on studying music and learning new songs and stuff like that, like to practice, right? Like no matter what I'm doing, I have to do it. That's kind of where I want to do. No, like I'll do it later. I'll do it in an hour. Like most people do that. No, I don't want to do that. I'm like, okay, it is this time. Lock the fuck in. You know what I mean? Do what you gotta do, and that's it. Do it every single day, because I just don't see how I will not improve by doing that. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do research. Do like look into things that I have to do to learn and get better. I'm not just gonna freestyle it. I also have to like, see what people are saying, and I'm gonna try to improve in many areas. But I've never been a schedule oriented person. I mean, kind of when I was in college, but I mean, besides going to my classes, that's about it. You know what I mean? That's really it. And that's more of like a you have to go there, rather than like you can choose to go there or not. When it comes to everything I'm doing now, no one is holding me accountable. No one is saying, hey, you have to do this, you have to do this. I have to hold myself accountable, right? So this is up to me. It's up to me to, do all of that. Just like how it is with you guys. If there's something that's like self-improvement and stuff like that, no one is gonna do it for you. No one's gonna hold your hand. You have to do it for yourself. And sometimes that's kind of difficult. I understand. I get it. Now that I think about it, there's like a cave under here. Yeah. We'll figure it out. I was trying to clear up this place to build. Fuck, I forgot about the cave. I'm trying to build a farm. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I can still build it. It would just be an animal farm, and then like over there, around somewhere over there, I'm gonna do what's I'm gonna call it, seeds and shit, vegetables and all that type of farm. That's the plan. Sorry about that. That's the plan. Hello, man. That's the plan. That's why right now I'm deforestation. I think this is good enough, honestly. This is as good as I'm gonna get it. I might try to get some dirt to kind of level out the area, you know, to make it look nice, I guess, more flat, if you will. Yeah. Right now, I'm still trying to figure things out. Try to be more entertaining, I guess, but also just like be really real with my content, or mainly with this channel. I think the way I see this channel is just me yapping, and I'm not putting that much effort, you can say. I mean, I don't know. I think about it. I'm like, what if I started, you know, I don't know, like if you're watching this far, which you probably are not, I thought to myself, maybe at some point I could have like a list, you know, write down that, like if I have a topic, write down my things that I want to talk about and have it to the side, and kind of just like if I don't have anything to say anymore about a certain point, I move on to the next one, and that way I can be organized and, you know, talk about everything I want to talk about and not forget about it. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, when I record these videos, sometimes I get kind of anxious when I remember that people will watch this and then judge me based on this and just this interaction alone. You might not watch any other videos. This might be the only video you watch from me, and now that's kind of what, like whatever opinion you formulated about me, that's what you already have in your mind. You know what I mean? I have to be mindful of that. That obviously you don't know me. You don't personally know me. I'm not around you. So your opinion on me is based on these videos. You know? And if I'm unorganized and I'm not really articulating myself properly, it might throw you off. But I think to myself, I'm like, if I do that, it's gonna ruin the point of these videos where I just kind of freestyle it, just hit record. It's not scripted. There's nothing like that. I don't know. I want to see what you guys think. Like, would it be okay for me to do that, or do I just keep yapping and then just it is what it is? I don't know. What am I trying to do now? I might level the area more. Yeah. So yeah, just let me know what you think about that. I think that's really it. I just want to talk about that. I hope that maybe, I don't know. I hope that you enjoy the content. I sometimes fear that by me not editing the video, some people might not want to watch it, because I have moments like this where I don't know what to say. There might be some dead air while I try to figure out something. But I don't know. I think that it will ruin the video if I start editing and only like include, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Sometimes, sorry, I feel like it's kind of slow, you know, slow paced, and nothing really happens. But I don't know. Obviously, I guess a big part of that kind of comes from not having an audience. Not that I'm ungrateful for anything I get. I mean, I got 20 subscribers. That's pretty good. You know what I mean? To me, that's pretty good, because, you know, I just started. You know, I had, I think, 5 subscribers, and that's because I promoted this channel on the main channel. You know what I mean? But since I started, I've gotten pretty good. You know, though I did check the view retention, which I know I said I was gonna check the numbers. I checked the numbers and I saw that the retention rate was so low, and I know why. I'm not doing any crazy high speed stuff, so I don't know. Like I'm getting nervous, which is not good. I need to realize that I'm making these videos for myself, and if somebody can relate or is going through something similar, or maybe has a different mindset than I do, you know, that you can challenge me on and say, you know, you shouldn't think that way. You know what I mean? Then yeah, we could talk about it. You know, it's fun seeing comments, but sometimes I wish that I got like actual like, you know, I don't know, feedback. Like just people saying, yeah, I feel you, bro. You know, let's talk about this. Maybe eventually, right? I shouldn't be ungrateful for what I get. Need to learn to be more grateful. Well, that being said, I do have a busy day today, and I didn't manage to do a good recording today. Thank you so much for joining me today. Life is a work in progress. I'm not perfect, and my work ethic is not the greatest. It never was, but I'm trying to improve it. Lock in. While you still have the time, lock in. Do what you want to do. You know, no tomorrow, today. That being said, have a fantastic day.